of a match coming up very soon, live from. So teams have taken a blueprint from the first two matches. Win the toss, bat first, score a big total. On the other side, Chandigarh Mavericks, led by Anuj Khurana. They have Aditya celebrated in the form of Actors Cricket Bash. Small total. First ball, right on the money by Abbasi.
Rohit Lamba has got a lot of energy about him, Savi, and with his left arm angle, never easy. Very deftly played. Oh, beautifully played. This is class from Diamond. Just opened the face of the bat, gave the ball direction in that small gap, and the first boundary for the Ahmedabad Lions.
And mind you, he was playing the first ball of the innings. He saw the channel that Rohit Lamba was bringing the ball in, saw that there is a gap that exists, played late, played delicately, and brings up the first boundary. Played on the onside this time. And finds the gap, Diamond. This is great batting.
Well, seam up or spin. Raj Qushal is a bowler you take very seriously. Diamond going for the big flashy drive, gets the edge to the wicketkeeper. It was there to be hit. But then Diamond never found momentum during his innings and has to make his way back to the pavilion. It was so wide, he just chased at that one.
Here's the first wicket. Raj Kushal pats his own back.
Played from outside the off and finds the gap perfectly on the leg side. How did he play that one? That's the question, because it was possibly on 6th or 7th stump, but he's managed to hit it in between backward square leg and mid wicket.
This is almost the same ball with which Raj got the previous wicket. But this is a new batter, different batter, somebody who is wearing the jersey number.
Outside the off stump, and he's really hit that into the ground, and that's gone past. Dancing down the track, tries to play that through the leg side, straight to square leg. And it's an easy run out. He was out by miles, and Mudasir wasn't going to make it to the other end. And Ajay has to make that long walk back to the pavilion. His innings was going nowhere, and it possibly could be a good thing for the Ahmedabad Lions.
I was looking tentative right from the beginning, and he somehow saved himself from a run out in the first ball, but this time not even in the frame. He was halfway down the track. Mudasir did not move at all. It was his call.
Aditya Bhadoria is the new batter. Edges the first ball, gets off the mark with a boundary. In streaky fashion, but they all count, and Aditya getting off to, I would say, a good start, because it's a boundary of the first ball. But this is a crucial partnership, Savi, because Aditya and Mudasir, possibly their most accomplished bat.
Outside edge, a big dive, but way away from the range of the wicketkeeper. Another boundary.
In streaky fashion, yet again, Aditya living dangerously. It's the second time that he's managed to find the boundary off his outside edge. Once again, chased it. It was almost as if he was trying to hit it towards the leg side. The wicketkeeper was really close. Has he gotten hold of that one? Not quite. It's a catch for Shiv Narayanan. And Raj Kushal, what a bowler. You ask him to bowl spin, you ask him to take a run up and bowl seam up, he delivers.
Second wicket for Raj Kushal. In a spell of 2 overs, this is brilliant bowling. Yes, he has bowled some wides, but he has the ability to take these wickets. Once again, tried to lure the batter to go for the big shot. And sharp catch here in the field by Shiv Narayanan.
Tries of catch it, got a lot of height. Will it get the distance? Not really. That's a lovely take at long off. Another one bites the dust here for the Lions. They are not roaring at the moment. That's because the Mavericks are every now and then eking out a wicket. That's wicket number 4. And Vipul Verma with a scalp in his very first over.
Well, it's all due to the pressure that's been created over the last few overs. Arham just getting that elevation, not the distance. Long off had to come in and take that catch. Raj Kushal, this time it's in the air again to Raj, who takes another catch. Well, the Chandigarh Mavericks are all over the Ahmedabad Lions. It's almost as if it's last time's playoff where the Chandigarh Mavericks beat the Ahmedabad Lions. Half the side back in the hut.
Yeah, nothing short. Abhilash Chaudhary does not last long. Barely 2 deliveries. And that man, Raj Kushal, wickets with the ball. 2 catches in the same over. Not the most technically sound.
Goes over backward point Mudasir, and a boundary after a long time for the Ahmedabad Lions. Rohit Lamba just going a little bit wide with the backward point and the short third man in the circle. Mudasir gets enough bat on that one.
Yeah, he's just slashing hard over there. I get the impression Mudasir has decided it's my way or the highway. And interests have fallen at the other end. Yeah, he'll go after everything. That's how he needs to play his cricket. That has enough legs to race away for another 4. Back-to-back boundaries. A release over will release the pressure in the dugout as well and bring about some relief. And Mudasir will be the main man over here.
Yes, may have just hit it off the toe end of the bat really, and this was Rohit Lamba running in again, going wide. Just with the toe end of the bat, getting that boundary there, Mudasir. Mudasir charges down the track, gets a good connection, and it's a huge hit. Goes for 6. He's just finding the momentum in this over. Converted it into a full toss, smashed it over long on.
Yeah, not a great over here by Lamba. Nice, juicy full toss. Picked it at a good height. Came at a good pitch. Bidwise delighted. Again, slash of the bat. That's racing away. That's going to be another boundary. Slower delivery. Oh, he's got stuck underneath this one. Gets plenty of bat and that disappears. What a hit. He's an incredible striker of the ball, Mudasir Bhat. He moves into the 40s in only 13 deliveries.
He's changing the story for Ahmedabad Lions, the captain Mudasir. Did they get a little complacent, the Chandigarh Mavericks, thinking that they have taken the important wickets mentioned? Straight down the ground. We'll have to wait for umpire's signal. Another boundary. Mudasir Bhat. He has given you a total, Mikhail. He wants to reach near 150.
For the moment, it's a one-man show over here. The captain leading from the front. There again, a dance down the track, gets to the pitch of the ball. Straight as a die. Oh, fine pedigree bat. Oh, what a way to bring up your half-century. This has been an absolutely majestic innings from the captain of the Lions. He stands up and stands out in an innings that is laced with class and carnage. 53 in 18, and he's certainly giving the Lions an opportunity and a chance in this game against the Mavericks. What an innings.
This is brilliant batting by the captain. Only the second half century that was scored today in the third match that we are seeing today. The previous one, the captain Vibhu came in a losing cause. Once again pulled, and look at the timing behind that shot. The fielder with a big dive could not do anything.
Yeah, he's so quick on picking length, Mudasir, and that's what you expect from a quality bat. So much time to play his shots. He's playing all around the dial. There again, nicely rocked onto that back foot and beat the fielder for pace in the...
Anand would like to think that is a free hit for him. Goes for it, steps out, ball is in the air, and the fielder settles in comfortably. So a wicket against the run of the play. Ahmedabad Lions losing their 6th wicket, but the good part is that the Mudasir Bhat will be on strike for the last over.
Yeah, just gave the charge, didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball, went for that expensive heave, got a leading edge, straightforward catch at short third. Like a right.
But now there's informed Mudasir on strike. Ball is in the air, but it has been timed so well that the fielders will become spectators. Mudasir Bhat, what are you doing? What an inning this is.
Well, he's turned it around with the bat. It's been a one-man show. In fact, it's gone the distance. Wow, everything that he touches turns into goal this afternoon. Yeah, that's because he slashed really hard. He sliced it, he carved it, and gets plenty of bat on this one for it to go the distance.
Leading edge. And another boundary. We'll have to wait whether it went all the way for another sixer. But put all the fielders you want. Mudasir is saying he has got the areas where he'll play the shots. And that's 100 up for Ahmedabad Lions, Mikhail. At one point of time, they were struggling to get to even 75. The projected score was lingering around that mark of 75-80. But this is 102.
Side. Goes deep in his crease. Launches this one towards the mid-wicket region. That's another boundary. It's Mudasir all the way. The captain stood up today. And he's decided to take everyone and tear everyone apart.
There is no area in this ground where Mudasir cannot hit. Steps out, made it a full toss. That's a great effort by Raj Kushal. Probably managed to save 2 runs for the team, 4 runs for the team, I beg your pardon.
Oh, Superman effort, great awareness. Done well to save a couple of runs here. He's taken 2 wonderful catches. And he was very, very close to the boundary cushions over there. Not the greatest of deliveries, taken on the full. Mudasir got a lot of height. Look at that. If only he had support at the other.
First, and look at this scorecard. No other batter apart from Mudasir but managed to pass the 10-run mark. Wickets each for Raj Kushal and Vipul Verma, 1 each for Hitarth and Daksh Ajit Singh. Daksh went for plenty of runs. Interesting and peculiar way of catching.
The runs.
Hitter of the ball. And he can do this as well. Time the ball sweetly. That's what he did. And first boundary for the Mavericks.
You call that the hit me ball, Savi. Short and wide. No protection in the deep. And Aditya says, thank you very much. That's the perfect delivery to get off the mark and feel good. Shots like these soothe the heart. If you've played the sport, you know what I mean.
Slightly away from the plan. And he got the punishment for that. He set the field in the offside, on the offside for the outside of the off delivery. But played this time on the leg side for an easy boundary for Aditya Oja.
You've got to credit Aditya Oja for that shot. Oh, he's picked that up. Work to do for the fielders. That's been improvised beautifully. A couple of bounces and that'll trickle away for a 4. So Aditya Oja will keep the run scoring on. And that will help Shiv at the other end as well. They need to keep pace with their asking rate.
Every time the bowlers have bowled anywhere close to the body of Aditya Oja, he has managed to pick and score runs. The plan of keeping the ball away from the batter has a dot ball nevertheless. That's a full toss. That's a gift for Aditya Oja. We'll have to check whether it will be a no ball. But this is shift of momentum for the Mavericks.
Very ordinary delivery that from Chirag Seth. He's dished out some wonderful back of the line deliveries. That was a floater. Maybe the change of pace that just boomeranged on the bowler. Easy pick. Oh, he's miscued this one. Fielder getting underneath. Should be taken. That's been pouched. So Chirag Sethi has the last laugh. Hit for a six of the previous delivery. He comes back to send Aditya Oja to the dugout. Big break here for the Lions and a much needed one.
That's a brilliant comeback from Chirag. After being gone for 11 runs of the first 3 balls, makes a slight adjustment. Aditya Oja usually pulls the ball really well but finds a top edge and no mistake by the fielder. Short ball pulled away for yet another sixer. It's raining sixes today at Air India Cricket Ground. Mudasir Bhat did it in the first inning and Rama Dikshit taking the charge now.
Yeah, it's not a bad ploy to get an off spinner, especially when you have a left-handed batter. But when you're bowling to a right-handed batter with the turn coming into him, he's always going to
Connect you from all sides of the town. Gone on one knee and found the gap. This is good batting by the Mavericks.
Yeah, just get the impression that the penalty of an extra fielder maybe outside has landed the fielding side in trouble over here, and that's why a no ball being signaled by the umpire. And quick, very quick to realize that was Shiv, because soon after he hit that six, he just looked at the square leg umpire and raised his arm. There you can see tossed up delivery, goes down on his...
We'll begin the day with Chandigarh. That was a free hit ball. And he has gone for a big hit, which will give him 6 runs. So possibly the over, which is shifting the tides towards the Mavericks. 21 of it already.
Well, the boys in the dugout are celebrating as if they have won the match already. Everyone's on their feet. That's the delight when Shiv Narayanan goes after the bowling. Yeah, just moving across in the crease a bit. Just making some room for himself to flex his muscles and free him.
Cotton bolt, simple catch. Paid back to Mudasir. He does not miss. And what a player Mudasir Bhat is turning out to be. Rama Dikshit is livid with himself, but he'll have to go back.
Yeah, he's a wonderful athlete. Mudasir Bhat, razor sharp reflex in his follow through, takes the catch.
Mudasir. So captain to captain. That's a beautiful shot for.
Starts off full against Shiv. And Shiv gets a boundary down the ground. It wasn't the best of efforts at long on. Just trying to stop it with his foot. But this isn't a football ground.
The margin of error when you're bowling at bowling 2 rather, Shiv, is so little.
Run so far. Anuj connects this time. Connects beautifully to send it over long off into the practice nets.
Yeah, modern day cricket is all about acceleration and innovation. There again, just clears that left foot of his to get that scoring opportunity. And the lens these days are just marginal. He's very good at playing that shot. He does not bring that follow through, but what he really does, goes hard at this one. Oh, that's up and over. That's another incredible strike from the bat of the captain of the Mavericks. He's turning into a freak out there, and he's in a hurry to work. That's over mid-off. That's going to be 4. He's dealing in boundaries. Anuj Khurana is playing a gem of an innings in the middle. He's in a hurry to get home. The confidence is with him. Spring in the stride of the players in the dugout of the Chandigarh Mavericks. Yeah, just how nicely he creates the scoring opportunities. Feel up in the circle, he goes over. They move. Oh, what a delivery, what a comeback. The middle stump goes cartwheeling. And Anand has the last laugh. He'll have the bragging rights, as Anuj Khurana, after playing a bit of a cameo, will be walking back to the dugout.
4 and out. This time Anand on the money. Well, Anuj blocked. Perfect delivery. Middle stump. And look at the symmetry, Mikhail. It's only the middle stump that's been knocked out of the ground. Anuj a little bit ahead, cut out the movement. Gets beaten by a wonderful Yorker. The captain, he's made his contribution. A quick.
Yeah, goes over the umpire, and that will be a boundary. What a way to get off the mark. Well, that's how they've played their cricket this evening, the Chandigarh Mavericks. They've just gone after the bowling, and Vipul as well gets off the mark with a 4.
It's just that the confidence the team carries, you can see. Beg your pardon, he's a right armer, but that's been smacked through the offside for 4. Doesn't matter if the side screen has some issues for Shiv. He's seeing it like a football out there.
Well, every now and then Shiv happens, let me tell you that. And that's what happens when he's in the middle, in the peak of his powers. He'll not miss out on the scoring opportunities. Brilliant stroke once again. He's so...
This time, he pulls it. It'll go for 4. There's no protection in the deep with the fine leg inside the circle. Shiv is in a hurry to finish it off. I'll tell you what, he models for a few airlines for their first-class lounges and cabins. Well, this seems to be a first-class finish from him.
Oh yes, indeed. Beautifully struck. That one dot ball. He's just thrown his bat at this one. He gets some bat on it, that gets the top edge, and that will go for a 4. Everything working for the Mavericks, and the 100 comes up as well in the 9th over. This chase is looking very much in control here.
As a batter's appeal for 1 for the over. Had he not played that, it would have been a wide. But he saw...
Has gone into double figures. Oh, he gets an inside edge on this one. They'll race away for another 4. Element of fortune coming in favor, and they'll not be complaining, the Mavericks over here. Every run counts, and you need that slice of luck sometime around, but they've batted well, taking nothing away from the Chandigarh Mavericks this evening.
They bowled well in the beginning. Yes, Mudasir stole the show towards the very end, but they fielded well, they bowled well, and the batters, as you rightly mentioned. Here's the final over. And Shiv levels the score with this beautiful shot. He's taken the game away from the Lions now. Just 1 run away, the Mavericks.
Well, Chandigarh Mavericks sensing something special there again, just trying to use the depth of the crease, going down to get the height, going straight, and the distance coming through as well. They're delighted. 1
to go. And he does that in style. 4 runs to complete the run chase. Chasing side wins the match. And the runners-up of each and every match margin is going to be very crucial. So 22 of 15, Aditya Ojha scored in the beginning. 22 of 8 is what Anuj Khurana scored. Shiv Narayanan, who opened the batting along with Aditya Ojha, ended up being not out for 41 in 18 balls. And good contribution from Vipul Verma as well, who scored 15 of 9. And 9.2 overs is all it took for the Mavericks to chase down 118. 7 extras there. Would have loved to concede lesser runs, Ahmedabad Lions. 6 bowlers used. Mudasir Bhat took 1 wicket. He was the most economical bowler. 1 wicket each for Chirag Sethi and Anand Sharma as well. But 22 runs came off that Arham Abbasi over, which proved to be a big difference. And he has 17 runs from the over of Tiwari as well. So Ahmedabad Lions, after watching the first 2 matches, started the inning with batting first. Mudasir Bhat played blind rough an inning with 82 of 27. 114 is what the Lions scored. And in the response, Chandigarh Mavericks scored 4 runs extra with 4 balls to spare. Shiv Narayanan, the top scorer, Aditya Ojha and Anuj Khurana scored 22 each.